8 players, 7 of them are honest, 1 of them is a cheater. Will the honest players find the cheater and win the money, or will the cheater take it all for themselves? Welcome to Lie, Cheat, and Steal.
How dare you impugn my fever?
Why didn't you listen to me?
All I heard was sexy babysitter.
And we had 8 players on our team tonight, as always. 1 of them has already been made a cheater. Let's see who they are. We have Nate, Lydia, Ian, Joe, Caitlin, Amy, Tom, and Brian. And one of you has been chosen to be a cheater. I don't know who it is, but Susan does because she picked it, and she's going to tell me how she did that.
I actually did not pick the cheater, Colin, because it's Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil chose the cheater tonight.
Okay, Punxsutawney Phil, prognosticator of prognosticators, picked the cheater tonight for the game. We'll see what he thinks. And if at the end of round 1, after your 2 questions, if Phil does not see his shadow, you don't have to vote anybody out of the game. So we'll see how that goes. But let's play our first 2 questions. Order you're playing in was randomly selected. First question of the game is, name the 10 most recent Super Bowl MVPs not named Tom Brady. He retired a couple times this week, I believe. So the most obvious answer, the most recent, worth 50 cents. 10th most recent, worth $5. You have 30 seconds to talk it out, and then we will go to Dave for his answer. Go.
Okay, so Patrick Mahomes, Drew Brees,
Nick Foles in the Eagles win.
Yeah.
When Denver won it in 50, it was Von Miller, and I remember that because I'm from Denver, and Von Miller's back in the Super Bowl this year with the Rams.
did Flacco win it when the Ravens
Flacco did.
won?
Flacco went to the University of Delaware like me, and that makes us very
Nate,
similar.
you're first.
I got to go with Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is number 3. Very good, 150. Lydia.
I heard Von Miller.
$2 for Von Miller. Ian.
I heard Drew Brees.
You did, because he is number 9. Very good, 450.
Ooh. Thanks,
Yep.
guys.
It's a while back. Joe.
I'm going to say Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. Yeah, number 7. 350. Caitlin.
Is Big Ben, the Steelers guy, is he an MVP?
Big Ben, the Steelers guy. Not one of the last 10, no.
All right.
Amy.
All right, somebody said Patrick Mahomes. I'm going with that one.
Yeah, he'd be the most recent. Number 1, 50 cents. Tom.
Okay, I'm going back a while, but I think it might be recent enough. And I think he was the last Patriot not named Tom Brady to win the MVP, Deion Branch.
Deion Branch. That was actually back when they played the Eagles the first time, so that's like 2005. So that's not 10 most recent. Bryan.
Is Rob Gronkowski on there?
No, sorry.
Huh.
All right.
You really think when
Other
we had
answers
those
here?
deflated footballs, you would have done better.
Julian Edelman.
Who's that?
Alfred Smith,
Edelman's a tight end for
Joe Flacco,
No way.
Aaron
Peyton.
Rodgers,
or wide receiver for New England.
and Santonio Holmes. Okay. Moving on to our next question for double the money.
I wouldn't have believed Santonio if you told me.
Name the only film these directors won the Best Director Academy Award for. They've all won one time. Chloe Zhao, James Cameron, Coen Brothers, Catherine Bigelow, Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, William Friedkin, John Huston, Barry Levinson, and Franklin J. Schaffner. 30 seconds to talk it out. Then we go to Lydia. Go.
Go for it, Jared.
James Cameron's Titanic. Coen Brothers is No Country. Francis Ford Coppola, The Godfather. That's all I got.
One or two.
Catherine Bigelow was The Hurt Locker. William Friedkin, The Exorcist, I'm pretty sure. John Huston.
Time. Okay. So Lydia, you're first.
All right, so Bryn Bigelow, The Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker. Yep. $4. Ian.
It's the one I was gonna steal. If I just say The Godfather for number 6, can I get that?
Is that your answer?
What a question.
I need to give an answer, not a question. I'm giving the questions here.
If that's the answer, then you can have it. Yeah.
Well, if I say The Godfather, I'm assuming you'll just take it as the first one, and I don't get to like lump all 3 into one answer.
Yeah, you can't
when
lump
you
a whole
really mean
trilogy as
3.
one answer. No.
You can't even associate 3 with the other 2.
Yeah.
Sure, I have no idea. I think I've seen part of one of them. I'll just stay safe and say James Cameron Titanic.
Titanic, $2. Very good. Being safe. Which Titanic, though?
Oh, God.
The third animated one with the rapping dogs, obviously.
Oh, I thought it was actually the prequel where we learned the Titanic's sympathetic background. Or sorry, the iceberg's sympathetic background.
No,
My bad.
no. Titanic is a
Mother was
state
killed
of
by a
mind.
rapping dog. Joe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with what was already said. $3, No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men. Yep. $6.50. Caitlin.
I'll take William Friedkin for The Exorcist, number 7.
He directed The Exorcist, and he was nominated, but he did not win for The Exorcist. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Caitlin.
That's okay, Tom.
I'm going to vote for you now. Amy.
All right, I'm gonna say the $6 one is Godfather Part 2.
Godfather Part 2. Very good. $6. Tom.
Scorsese for Goodfellas.
No, he lost to Kevin Costner for Dances with Wolves. Because some things just don't make sense.
Tragic.
Brian.
I'm a little lost now. Martin Scorsese for The Age of Innocence.
Age of Innocence. Good movie. Not the one he won for. No. Nate.
No, I don't think I know the rest. I don't even know who Chloe Zhao is.
You don't want to take a guess?
No, I have no idea who that is. I have no idea.
All right.
It's embarrassing.
All right, we'll go with the other answers here. Chloe
I'm
Zhao
so
won.
disappointed in everyone here.
Jared, do you want to go through?
Jared, get away.
All right, Jared. go through.
Nomadland, the most recent one.
Yes,
Yes.
the most recent winner. Yes.
The Departed,
Departed. Yep.
The French Connection,
French Connection.
The Deer Hunter.
No, that wasn't Houston.
It wasn't?
No. Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
All right. Rain Man.
Rain
and
Man.
I don't know 10.
That's
Rain
Patton.
Man.
The end of the first round. You have $27 in the bank, but if you can't find the cheater, that is cut in half. Here are your totals for the round. Would anyone like to make an accusation?
Tom and Bryan did pretty bad this round, I have to say. Oh, I did too. I don't.
I think anymore we owe Zero Mostella cameo pay. It is early.
I was ready to explain how I got so much money off of Dion Branch because he went to my alma mater, but then I got zero money from him. So.
He would have been a couple more down because Tom Brady won so many of them. So yeah.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
now-
Susan has facts about our cheater tonight, and she's going to share the first one.
Yes, so the cheater let me know that just before the game, they saw their shadow, which means there will be 5 more rounds of cheating.
Yeah, that just makes sense.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
math.
I need the
Specific.
8 of you to please lock in your vote. Cheater, obviously don't vote for yourself. And the person with the most votes is out of the game, unless Phil doesn't see his shadow, in which case you're all safe. But go ahead and lock those in. The votes are in, but maybe Phil won't see his shadow and no one will have to be eliminated. So let's take a look. Phil will rise out of his hole and we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What? No.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
No, he saw his shadow. I'm sorry, you have to vote somebody out. Okay.
Ah.
Aw. And we had to see.
Ian is
Dr.
doing the same
Seuss.
face I did when I heard Captain Morgan.
I'm just so mad for my eyes. God damn it.
I keep expecting any day to read that he's running for office somewhere.
Just bring it up.
Yeah.
He'll run against Dr. Oz, and it'll just be Oprah's, what Oprah hath wrought on the world.
She'll probably moderate the debate just to
Mm.
make it full circle.
All right, Nate, you're first. Who do you think the cheater is?
I don't know if I'd say I think that it is, but I voted for Lydia.
One for Lydia. Lydia.
I said Ian because he thought Captain Morgan was in Moby Dick.
Ooh, I hope Ian votes for Joe. And Joe votes for Caitlin.
Ian, who'd you say?
I didn't keep up the trend. I voted for Tom.
Okay, one Lydia, one Ian, one Tom. Joe.
I went backwards and voted for Ian.
Okay, 2 for
What did
Ian,
I
1 for
do?
Tom, 1 for
What you
Lydia.
always do.
Caitlin.
I voted for Bryan because he's part of the
Okay.
zero team and B comes before T in the alphabet.
Mm.
Flawlessly.
Amy.
I randomly voted for Joe.
Okay, it is, yep, 2 for Ian, 1 for a bunch of other people. Tom.
I voted for Joe.
2 for Joe, 2 for Ian. If Bryan voted for one of those 2, they are out. If not, we're starting off with a tie. Bryan.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I have not broken the tie. I voted for Amy on the grounds that if it was Amy, I would probably not suspect it.
It's fair.
2 votes for Joe, 2 votes for Ian. No consensus, which means you've lost half your money. And now everyone is vulnerable for elimination. I need all 8 of you to please DM Susan, the name of the contestant you want to send home. Cheater, only your vote counts. Cheater has made their decision, and the groundhog knows who's been eliminated. So it's time to find out.
Oh my god.
What?
Here we go. Cheater has eliminated Amy. I'm sorry, you are the first player eliminated from the game. We know you weren't the cheater. Hopefully you can come back and earn some money at the end. We are down to just 7. Cheater remains in the game, 6 honest players. We'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. 1 honest player has been eliminated, but we have $13.50 in the bank. 6 honest players left and 1 cheater. Round 2 coming up. Talk about your rollover option here. If at any point during the game you don't know an answer or you want to put another player on the spot, use your rollover, pass your turn to them. It's the R under your name. You can each use that once. Next question coming up. Excluding Ian's favorite, Octopus's Garden, there are 10 Beatles songs from 1963 to 1970 that have kinds of animals in the title. Need you to name them. 30 seconds to talk it out, and then we'll go to Ian for his answer. Go.
I don't see why it's canon that this is my favorite song, but
That's your favorite
whatever.
Beatles song.
It's up there. I don't know which one's my favorite, but Blackbird is also up there, which is definitely on here.
Yep.
I'm the
Blackbird.
walrus.
Rocky
Piggies.
Raccoon, Piggies,
And Your Bird Can Sing.
Yep.
and Your Bird Can Sing. Okay.
Time. Okay, Ian, you're first.
All right, I'm gonna go with I think it's just called Dig a Pony.
It is just called Dig a Pony, and that is number 5. Very good.
Cool.
Is it on Let It Be?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's top 5 songs at least about digging ponies. Joe.
I Am the Walrus.
Yeah, most obvious number 1, 50 cents. I'm the walrus.
You have to dig a pony after you beat a dead horse, I guess.
Yeah. Caitlin.
Blackbird.
Yeah, Blackbird number 2, $1. Tom.
Piggies.
Yep. Piggies is number 7, $3.50. And Bryan.
I don't know. Eleanor Rigby,
And that animal would be
a human being.
a human being.
Technically,
Well, it doesn't have like person in the title, it's just the name. So no, Eleanor Rigby is not correct. Nate.
everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey.
Everybody's got something to hide except me and my monkey. Very good.
Oh my God.
$4. And Lydia.
I heard and your bird can sing.
And your bird can sing. $2. Number 4. Go over the ones we didn't get here.
Dear Prudence.
Yes.
Deer, yes, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Rocky Raccoon.
Norwegian word for when this bird is flown. Rocky Raccoon.
Rocky Raccoon.
Blue Jay Way.
Say.
And Hey Bulldog.
Hey, bulldog. Oh, yeah.
Norwegian.
I think it was one of them.
And Let It Be was the most
Actually, I
famous.
thought that was a deep cut.
Yeah.
Which one?
So
Let
terrible.
It Be was the most famous, you know.
Let It Be, yeah.
Some question actually written.
Stings to miss that one.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Name these pairs of people with similar or identical names. If you need me to zoom in, I will, but here we go. And you'll have 30 seconds to talk it out. Then we'll go to Joe. Go.
Do we have to know both people's names if they're not the
Yes.
same?
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Well, isn't 8 Betty White?
No.
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 Oh, it's not?
Oh, I thought that was like again.
Well, 5 is Jackie Gleason, and I don't know who the guy on the left is.
Jackie Gleason.
Jack Gleason from Game of Thrones. That's the only one I know.
Time. Okay. Joe, you were first.
Okay, well, I wasn't very aware of these, so I'm going to go with what Liz said, Jackie Gleason and Jack Gleason.
I don't think that was Liz, seeing as how she's not a contestant, but that's what Tom and Caitlin said. Yeah, Jack Gleason and Jackie Gleason. Very good.
Oh, good job, babe.
Oh, sorry.
Liz is amazing.
I wasn't looking, I was just listening. They're identical
good.
persons.
Oh, whole lot of ventriloquism. Okay, Caitlin.
Well, are those like Prince Eric? Like, are those like?
They're not both named Prince Eric. No, sorry.
Okay.
Tom.
One of them is Prince Eric. The other one is Eric Prince.
Ah, damn
Yes,
it.
that's right. Prince Eric and Eric Prince. Very good, Tom.
I was going by his yearbook title. He'd be Prince Eric.
Is that the superlative he got?
Most likely to kill a sea witch with a boat. Brian.
With his
The
own
only one
yellow.
I'm sure of is Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, number 1 is Anne Hathaway, and Anne Hathaway, Shakespeare's wife. Very good. And one of their husbands might be a category later. We'll see which one. Nate.
So 8 is Billy Burke and Billy Burke.
Yes, that is the actress Billy Burke from The Wizard of Oz and the actor Billy Burke from Twilight. Very good.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Lydia.
All right. I only know this because I binged The Witcher while I was sick. And number 7 is Simon Cowell and Simon Callow, like Jerry Callow.
That is right. Simon Cowell and Simon Callow.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. Ian.
I have no idea. I had everything riding on Prince Eric. So I'll just say number 2 is Emma Watson.
They're not both Emma Watson. I'm sorry. No.
Dang it.
All right. We'll go over the other ones here because that's everybody. Emma Watson and Emily Watson.
Oh.
Jane
Okay,
Seymour.
both Jane Seymour. That is Brian Cox and Dr. Brian Cox. That is Brenda Song and Brenda Strong. And 10 is the actor Alan Dale and Robin Hood's minstrel Alan Adale.
My God.
Okay.
At the end of that round, you have in the bank $54. Hopefully you can find the cheater, keep all of that in there. Here are your totals for the round. Thankfully, no more zeros. Anyone have an accusation?
Who did Simon Callow play in The Witcher?
He was
Was he the like the
We're like
leader?
these historians or something in a shop, and good dude, I don't remember his name, but he went in there looking for information, and it was like this man and his wife and a cat, but they had like
Okay.
all of information about everything, like anything you wanted to know. They were the people.
Okay. Okay.
How did you know that, Lydia?
I IMDb'd him like twice this past month.
It's Lydia.
Lydia, you want to accuse anybody?
No, I don't want to be mean.
Accusations tend to backfire lately.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, do you have another fact about our cheater?
The cheater feels a deep connection to Gobbler's Knob.
Oh no.
Make of that what you will.
Yes, and we will. I need you to please gobble up your votes and send them to me, please. The votes are in. See what we think. See if we have found the cheater. Start with Bryan.
Lydia.
One for Lydia. Tom.
I went with Joe again.
One Lydia, one Joe. Caitlin.
I stuck with Bryan.
Okay, one Lydia, one Bryan, one Joe. Joe.
I switched my vote to Nate.
Okay, we're all over the board here. Ian.
I backed up Bryan and said Lydia.
Okay, that's 2 for Lydia. Lydia.
I voted for Bryan because it's almost his bedtime.
2 for Bryan, 2 for Lydia. See if we're gonna break this tie this time. Nate.
We are going to break the tie because I stuck with Lydia.
There's 3 for Lydia, and she has been voted out of the game. Now we have to know, Lydia, were you the cheater?
Well spotted. I was the cheater.
I knew it.
He was the cheater.
Nice.
Nicely done. $54 stays in the bank. And when we come back on Live Cheat and Steal, there will be a new cheater. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Live Cheat and Steal. They have found the cheater, which means we have a new one, and all the $54 stays in the bank. Susan has picked a new cheater, and she's going to tell us how she did that.
Yes, well, because it is Groundhog Day, I asked a different prognosticating groundhog, Shubenacadie Sam, to choose the next cheater.
The second most important Groundhog Day groundhog. Okay. So we will move on to our next question, see how we do with our new cheater. It is one of the 6 of you. Who or what are you killing when you commit these acts? Patricide, matricide, deicide, avunculicide, regicide, amicicide, geronticide, androcide, vulpicide, and xenocide. You're going to have 30 seconds to talk it out, and then we go to Caitlin. Go.
Patricide and matricide is father and then mother.
Regicide is king.
Avunculicide is uncle.
Vulpicide may be wolf.
I think it's werewolf.
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
No, Vulpa is fox. Lupine is wolf.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. Caitlin, you are first.
I heard like avunculicide. Is that uncle? Avunculicide?
When you kill your uncle, yep. Enough people have done it that they have a name for it. Okay, $2. Tom.
Okay, I'm going to try Vulpicide is fox.
Again, they
Foxes.
specifically have the name for when you kill a fox, but not in a hunt. And it's Vulpicide, yeah. $4.50.
What do you call it when you kill it in a hunt?
Fox hunting.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Brian.
that's-
Okay, I feel like xenocide has too many possibilities. I'm gonna try androcide. Does that mean killing a man?
Yeah, killing men.
Interesting.
$4. Nate.
What other possibilities could xenocide have? It's killing an alien, like a foreigner. Xeno means alien.
Yeah, you said alien first. It is specifically space aliens. Yes. $5. Ian.
Doesn't it?
That's what I was
also-
gonna try to go for too. I'm gonna say that amicicide is killing a friend.
They're not a friend for too long, but yeah, killing
Yeah.
a friend. And Joe.
Regicide is king.
Yes. Royalty. $2.50.
Royalty.
All right. Very good. We'll go over the other ones here. We obviously 1 and 2 are father and mother. Deicide is killing a god. And geronticide is killing Geronimo. No, it is the elderly.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Moving on to the double money question. Name these movies if they had Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb-esque titles. Blank or How I Learned I Was a Toy and Not a Spaceman. Blank or How I Learned to Kill People While Dressed as My Mom. Blank or How I Learned to Stop Shirleying and Call Him Doctor. Blank or How I Learned to Stop Worrying About Arranged Marriages and Love the Bard. Blank or How I Learned All the Answers from the Producers Before I Went on the Show. Blank or How I Learned About Mystic Arts and Entered the Dark Dimension. Blank or How I Learned my engagement to Joe Cusack was a sham and I was actually gay. Blank or How I Learned to Stop and Smell the Roses, which I could if I hadn't gone smell blind. Blank or How I Learned to be pretentious and shoot myself on stage. And blank or How I Learned to start jurying and take millions from the gun lobby. 30 seconds to talk it out, and then we'll go to Tom. Go.
So Toy Story, Psycho, Airplane. I don't know.
Shakespeare in Love.
Okay, that was my guess.
The Mystic Arts and Dark Dimensions.
Quiz
Doctor
show.
Strange.
Quiz show is the
Five
$5
quiz show.
one.
What was the $5? I forgot the name of the movie.
Quiz show.
Quiz show.
Quiz show.
Okay, and the $10 one, is that Runaway Jury? Or Runaway Juror?
Time. Okay.
Rural juror.
Roger.
Rural juror.
Well, Tom, you're first.
Okay, I'm not going to take a chance on it. $5 quiz show.
Quiz show, yes. The movie with the tiny cake that made one reviewer so mad he wrote a 2-page review of it on Amazon. Brian.
Well, number 3 is Airplane.
Yes, Airplane. Nate.
2 is Psycho.
Yep. Ian.
6 is Doctor Strange.
Yes, it says Doctor Strangelove. It's just Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I'm surprised you included a Marvel movie, but I think it's just because it's called Doctor Strange.
Oh, it's absolutely just because of the pun. Yeah. No, you're next.
$7 In and Out.
Yes, In and Out. Kevin Kline
Nice.
and Caitlin.
$1 is Toy Story.
Yes, Toy Story. All right, we'll go over the other ones here. How I Learned to Stop Worrying About Arranged Marriages and Love the Bard is Shakespeare in Love, which Ian made a joke about a few weeks ago, but then he didn't think of it now.
I had a higher answer. Why are you like throwing shade at me for not going for a lower one?
No, but you said during the 30 seconds you don't know it. Stop and Smell the Rose, which I could if I hadn't gone smell blind, is Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. How I Learned to Be Pretentious and Shoot Myself on Stage was Birdman. And How I Learned to Start Jurying and Take Millions was one of the ones Tom said, the Runaway Jury.
Runaway Jury.
Runaway Jury. Close to the rural juror. Okay. So in the bank, we have $99. Hopefully you can find the cheater again and hold on to all of that. Totals for the round. Cheater only cheated for those 2 questions. Anyone suspicious of anybody? Anyone?
I feel like we have to get
better. Go ahead.
Well, I feel like we have to get more new people in here so we can trick them into accusing people.
Susan, do we have a fact about our new cheater?
The cheater's favorite Bill Murray movie is Hamlet.
Speaking of uncle aside and regicide, okay. I need the 6 of you to please lock in your votes for who you think the new cheater is. See if you can do it again. Votes are in. See who we think the cheater is. See if we've done it again. Joe, start with you.
I said Tom.
Okay, one for Tom. Ian.
I voted for Caitlin because she tripled her money this round.
Wow.
Nate.
Wow.
I said Bryan.
One Bryan, one Caitlin, one Tom. Caitlin.
I just picked Nate.
Okay. We're all over the place. Tom.
I went with Ian because it was time.
I'm glad you waited until the appropriate moment.
All right, Bryan, tell us, is it time?
I noticed a complete absence of suspicious behavior from Ian, and I found that very suspicious.
God damn
It
it.
is apparently time, which means Ian, with 2 votes, you are out of the game. Now we have to know, Ian, were you the cheater?
I just want to say, like, all I want to do is just make it to the what is it, the safety round or whatever, the safety dance.
Safety dance, yes.
Safety dance.
Yeah, I just want to make it to that round, and I can't even do it not as the cheater.
Okay, Ian was not the cheater. I'm sorry, you lose half your money. And we come back on a lie, cheat, and steal. We're going to see if our players can win immunity, but will the cheater give themselves away in the process? We'll be right back. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. 5 players left in the game and $49.50 in the bank. It's time to see if the cheater gives himself away. Who will win immunity in our round 4 immunity challenge? I will give the 5 of you a question with many, many answers. You can keep naming answers as long as you keep giving right ones. Last player standing wins immunity. So if together you put together 5 answers, that's $10. 10 is $20. 15 is $30. 18 is $50, and 20 is $75. But most importantly, last player left standing wins immunity for the round. Here is your category for tonight's immunity challenge. Movies beginning with the letter Z. And you can only name 1 per franchise, so keep that in mind. And Bryan, you get to go first.
0 Hour.
0 Hour, yes, the movie that inspired Airplane. And by that I mean they used the same script. Okay.
Twice in
Round
one night,
4.
I got to invoke it.
That is true. Nate.
Zoolander.
Yeah, Zoolander, very good. Joe.
0 Dark 30.
Yeah, Zero Dark 30, the other Catherine Bigelow movie that was nominated for Best Picture. Caitlin.
Zombieland.
Yep, Zombieland. Tom.
Zardoz.
Zard. Yeah. We have 5 answers. That is $10. Everyone is still in, and we are back to Bryan.
Zelig.
Yep. Zelig is correct. Nate.
Zach and Miri make a porno.
Yes, Zach and Miri make a
Wow.
porno. The only time that has been referenced in this game, for be positive, I can say. Joe.
It wasn't for any Academy Awards, that's for sure.
No. Might have been up for a Woody.
Zapped.
Zapped, yes. I also had the sequel Zapped Again, but yes.
I don't know that one.
It's
All
a
right.
terrible cop Bayo movie.
Caitlin.
Zodiac.
Zodiac, yeah. One more and we have $20. Tom.
Zabriskie Point.
Yeah, Zabriskie Point, very good. Antonini. We have 10 answers and $20. This is some of the best work we've done in this round. And we are back to Bryan.
It is a real movie. It's called Zat, Z-A-A-T.
Z-A-A-T, yes, it is. Very good, Zat. And Nate.
No, I don't have one.
All right, Nate is out, down to 4. One of you will win immunity. Joe.
Zoom.
Zoom. TV show, I know. It's also a film. Very good.
Damn.
Caitlin.
Zookeeper.
Again, the first time that has been referenced in this game, Zookeeper with Kevin James. Yes.
Oh, man.
Tom.
Just guessing here. Zen.
Zen. Yes. Lucky guess.
Really?
Motorcycle maintenance.
It was a fictional biography of Zen Master Dogen. Very good. Bryan.
Zatoichi.
Spell that, please.
Zatoichi.
Yes. That's
He's a
correct.
swordsman.
Yes, he is. All right. That is 15, and we have 30 in the bank. 5 more, and you'll have broken the record for this round. Joe.
Well, I have one more at least. Zebra head.
Zebra head. Yes, 1992 Zebra head. Caitlin.
I don't think I can think of another one.
Okay. Sorry, down to just 3 then. Tom.
Zorba the Greek.
There we go. After all the obscure ones we're making up, Zorba the Greek is correct. One more and we have $50. Bryan.
The Zodfather.
I'm sorry, the Zodfather is not correct.
You're gonna
A
kneel
valid
before
guess.
me.
Now to Joe and Tom for the immunity. Joe, you got anything?
I don't. I'm gonna guess maybe there was a movie called Zulu at some point.
Zulu. Yeah, 1964 war movie with Michael Caine. Yeah, Zulu is correct.
Excellent.
That is $50. Very good.
Wow.
2 more and we have maxed out the
Very
bank for this round. Tom, you got anything else?
I don't.
Okay, Joe, you have won the immunity. Congratulations. And if
All
you
right.
get more, you can bank the full 75. Joe?
Oh, how many? Oh, 2 more. Let's see. What else can I make up? How about Zanzibar?
Zanzibar.
Is that a Billy Joel
It's a
song?
good guess.
It is really the great Billy Joel song.
Oh,
Yes,
Lord.
Zanzibar.
Stop it.
Right.
Zanzibar is a real movie. One
Wow.
more, and you have the $75. Joe,
Oh my god.
anything else?
Oh man. Let's see.
Like to use his phone a friend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't
Zoom
roll
a
over
friend.
this
There's
round.
no one left to roll over to.
Yeah. How about just something called
Over to the
Zeros?
audience.
Zeros? No, I'm sorry. Zeros is not the name of the film, but you got 19, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when I was making this list, the letter Z started looking like nothing.
Yeah, I did not really think that we were going to get past like 10 with C's.
No, I'm very surprised. I actually had Zanzibar written down. I could have just gone off that. Let's see. Couple that you might have thought of here. Just
Yeah.
the letter Z.
Zootopia?
Movie.
Zootopia.
Zootopia, of course.
Oh my
You could have
god.
said Z for Zachariah.
Z.
Xander the
Ziegfeld
Great.
Follies.
What? Ziegfeld Follies. Yep. You could have said Zephyr, the Zero Theorem.
The
You could have said
Zapruder film.
Zeroville. Yep. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
Oh.
That classic Zombievers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
could have said my favorite movie that made $28 at the box office is Zizix Road. That is ZYZZYX Road. You could have said
Hey,
Zorro.
Colin,
Yeah.
I was thinking Zorro.
if we said
Zorro.
the Zapruder film.
How did you not say Zorro?
I had the Zapruder film written down. Yes, that would have counted.
Oh man,
my
I should have
gosh.
said it. That was a joke.
It is technically documentary, although some might say it's a little fictionalized. Okay, so very good. That's the highest we've gotten in this round. We're almost at that top. We got 19 answers. So back to 99.50 in the bank. Joe has the immunity. No one else does. Who wants to make an accusation? It was quite a fight for it.
I'd like to accuse you all of mispronouncing the letter Z.
Oh, also, no one said Zathura, the space. Anyway, sorry.
I don't even know. That's
It was equal to
Zathura.
Jumanji.
Zathura.
I thought I was in good shape for remembering Zardoz and Zabriskie Point.
Yeah, Zardoz is a deep cut. That's the one that the internet only knows.
You're referring to his neckline. That's a deep cut, right?
With Sean Connery.
It's the first cut because the first cut is the deepest.
Sean Codpiece.
Susan, do we have another fact about our cheater?
The cheater's favorite Bill Murray movie is Hamlet.
Again?
All right, hey, define me, please lock in your vote.
Really
You cannot vote for
emphasizing
Joe, but
Hamlet
Joe,
in
you
love.
still have to vote. Okay, votes are in. Time to see who we think the cheater is. See if we got it right. Okay, let's start with Joe because he has immunity. We know he can't be voted for.
I switched to Bryan because other people seem to think he's suspicious.
Okay, one for Bryan because you're following peer pressure. Bryan.
I voted for Tom.
One Bryan, one Tom. Tom.
I knew Brian was voting for me, so I voted for Brian.
Two for
God,
Bryan.
doomed.
Caitlin.
I just picked Nate.
One Nate, one Tom, two Bryan. Nate, all comes down to you.
Why are you so obsessed with me? I picked Brian again because I picked Brian the last time, and maybe the time before that. I don't remember. Since we changed.
It is 3 for Bryan. He has been voted out of the game. Now we have to know, Bryan, were you the cheater?
No, I was not the cheater.
Oh,
He was not the cheater. I'm sorry, your money is cut in half. Cheater remains in the game, $49.75 in the bank. And when we come back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, you get to give 2 answers for every question. See if that helps. Be right back. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. 4 players left in the game. Another honest player was voted out last round, but they get to give 2 answers for every question. They have $49.75 in the bank. We'll see what happens. Back to the top of the order here with Nate. Question is this. Name the 10 songs that made the Chicago Tribune's list of songs you and your dumb band should stop covering. And like I said, 2 of these are technically kinds of songs, so if your answer falls under that, that's fine. 30 seconds to talk it out, then we go to Nate. Go.
what are the kinds of songs there could be?
Don't get too hung up on that, please. Just
Okay. Don't get hung up on 2 of the answers. So anyway, here's Wonderwall. Has to be on the list.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
Are these just songs that get covered a lot, or is it more than that?
I don't know. It's something popular by
yeah, it's just songs that they're really tired of hearing get covered. Okay, Nate, you're first.
I think Wonderwall's got to be on the list. It has to be.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall at number 5. Yep, 250.
Wow.
And Joe.
I'll just say Yesterday because I think that's the most covered song ever.
Yeah, this is one of the kinds of songs you just nailed. Any Beatles song.
Oh, okay.
Although if I heard a bar band break into Mean Mr. Mustard, I'd be surprised. Caitlin.
I don't know. I heard that Sweet Home Alabama. I think
I would agree that Sweet Home Alabama covered way too many times. Surprisingly, does not make the list. Tom.
Let's see. Okay, let's go with another Leonard Skinner song. Is Freebird on there?
Nope, sorry. Freebird not there. Neat.
I want to say some kind of like Nirvana song. Like In Bloom.
In Bloom. No. Joe.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, number 2, Hallelujah. $1. Heard many, many times. Caitlin.
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop. I get that. These are good answers. Does not make the list, but that is covered a lot. Tom.
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, those would have all, in my opinion, should have made the list. Let's take a look. Wagon Wheel. Any ukulele. Brain Stew.
Yep.
Imagine.
Ugh.
We Didn't Start the Fire.
Wow.
I think it was
Yeah.
specifically calling out new versions of We Didn't Start the Fire, but yeah, any. Landslide and Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh my god.
I could have sworn Creep would have been on that list.
Maybe that's a ukulele cover. Yeah, moving on. Fill in these Shakespeare quotes with the common expressions that they invented. A horse, blank. Friends, Roman countrymen, blank. Oh, beware, my lord of jealousy, it is the blank. This above all, blank, and it must follow as the night the day. Cry havoc and let slip, blank. But for my own part, it was blank. Misery acquaints a man with blank. We are such blank, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. I cannot tell blank his name is. Tell me how long you would have her after you possessed her, blank. 30 seconds to talk it over, then we go to Joe. Go.
Well, number one was a horse, of course.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear.
Number 5 is Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of War.
That's the one I know.
For my own part, it was all Greek to me. Julius Caesar. Misery
Fine,
acquaints
okay.
a man with. Sorry, you don't
Joe,
get to
you're
hear now.
first.
Oh, yeah, Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of War.
Slip the Dogs of War, yeah, $5. Caitlin.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Lend me your ears, yep, and then I'll give them back after an hour or two. Tom.
$6. It was all Greek to me.
It's all Greek to me, yes. Nate.
The Tempest one is Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows.
Yes. Joe. Back to you.
Horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Yes, from the play Mr. Ed III. Caitlin.
Does anyone know another one for my rollover?
I could have helped.
But you voted him out, darn it.
I know
Well,
at
Caitlin
least
did,
one
the other
more.
three did.
I know at least one more.
I'll roll it over to Nate.
All right, Nate, you're on the spot.
Okay, the Othello one is Jealousy is the green-eyed monster.
Yes, Green-Eyed Monster. 3 more for you. Tom.
For As You Like It. Is it Until the End of Time?
Until the End of Time, no, sorry. Nate.
Hamlet is This above all to thine own self be true.
Yes, this above all to thine own self be true. 4 more for you. You did very well in this round. We'll go over the ones we didn't get. I'll have you know, Susan got all of these but 10. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. I cannot tell what the Dickens his name is. And how long you possess her, forever and a day.
Wow.
Okay, so in the bank, 84.75. Here are your totals. Cheater has been cheating for 3 rounds now, so you might be starting to get an idea. Who has some suspicions? Anyone? Okay. Holding it over for one more round. Susan, give another fact about our cheater.
The cheater's favorite weather predicting groundhog is Bill from Birmingham. At a zoo in Alabama, Bambalam.
Oh, God.
Either four.
Oh my God.
That joke was only for Ian.
I appreciate it so much.
I need the 4 of you to please lock in the vote for who you think the cheater is. See if you can find them.
Oh my God.
Votes are in. Let's see who we think the cheater is, and we'll start with Nate.
I said Joe.
I went to Joe. Whoa. Someone has trumpets for Joe, apparently. Maybe they're taking
Sorry,
the
I
wall
was
of
doing,
Jericho
I was
down.
doing
Joe.
Duolingo on the break. That's why I was.
So you could have said Jose and get your Duolingo in.
That's true.
Joe, who'd you say?
I said Nate.
Joe says Nate. Nate says Joe. Caitlin.
I know he thought it was an obsession, but I just picked Nate because it's a name. Stick
Two for
with it.
Nate. It is a name. It is actually very
It's a
close
name.
to name. Tom, comes down to your vote.
I went with Caitlin because I hadn't voted for her yet this game.
Means with 2 votes, Nate has been voted out of the game. Now we have to know, Nate, were you the cheater?
You fools. Of course I was not.
He was not the cheater. Money is cut in half down to 42.38. And when we come back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, our 3 final players are going to make a dash for all that money. See if the honest players can find the cheater. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Just 3 players left. We're ready for our final round. And here's how it's going to work. Caitlin, Joe, and Tom. If the 2 honest players find the cheater after our last 2 questions, they'll win the whole bank and split it 50-50. But if not, your money is cut in half one last time, and the audience gets to decide. So hopefully you can find the cheater before that, but if not, audience will be ready to win some money. Joe and Tom, you both have your rollovers left, so keep that in mind. Question coming up. Name the 10 U.S. states with the fewest number of cattle. 30 seconds to discuss where the cows aren't, and then we're going to go to Tom for his first answer. Go.
This fewest total or fewest per land area?
No, fewest total.
Well, I would
Weird
say
question.
based on climate, probably Alaska.
And Hawaii.
Yeah, I was thinking Hawaii.
Um,
Maybe some of the small northeastern states.
Rhode Island,
Yeah.
Florida.
I don't know. We have some cattle here.
Time. Okay. And
I
Tom,
think
you're first.
Florida has a lot of cattle.
I'm going to go with Hawaii.
Okay. Surprisingly, this is not near the top of the list. It's actually number 9. 450. They have more cows than I would have thought. Yeah. Okay. Joe.
I'll just say Alaska and see if that's on there.
They have a lot of potatoes and not many cows. Yeah. 150. Alaska. Caitlin.
Rhode Island.
That is number 1. They have the least cows. Yeah. I believe the number was 3,600.
A little state.
Yes.
They've got names. It's
Most cows have names.
They're
Back
all
to Tom.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Let's see. Yeah, number 4. $2. And we're back to Joe.
Stick with the small state strategy here and say Delaware.
Delaware. Yeah, it's working for you. Number 2, $1. And Caitlin, see if we can go 6 for 6.
Maybe Maine.
Yes. Maine is number 8, $4. Yes, it's pretty much mostly in that region, plus Alaska and Hawaii. Let's see.
Connecticut.
New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Maryland. Maryland was the only one that surprised me because PA has so many, but I guess because they have so many cities.
University of
Moving
Maryland
on to-
actually used to be an agricultural school too.
Yeah, I've seen a ton of cattle in Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just the other states have so many more.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I think that's probably where the drop off is, the big numbers of cows. Okay. Final question of the game. Name the songs that are sampled in these other songs. All Summer Long by Kid Rock, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, Right Round by Flo Rida, Bootylicious by Destiny's Child, Down Under by Men at Work, Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, Can I Kick It by A Tribe Called Quest, Uma Thurman by Fall Out Boy, Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang, and Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve. 30 seconds to talk it out, and then we're going to go to Joe. Go.
I know that number 6 is Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back.
Yeah.
And
Right
Right Round.
Delicious is like a Stevie Nicks song, but I don't know the name of the song. I can hear it, but I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. Right Round is You Spin Me Right Round, like a record. And then Ice Ice Baby is famously Under Pressure.
Time. Okay, Joe, you were first.
Yeah, I'll just go with Baby Got Back for 6.
Anaconda samples. Baby Got Back. Yeah, very good. $6. Caitlin.
Then I'm gonna go with Right Round by Flo Rida for You Spin Me Right Round. Like a
Yeah,
record?
you spin me round like a record. Yeah, very
Oh.
good. $3. One of them only has right in it, but yeah, that's fine. Tom.
Down Under covers the Kookaburra song.
Yes, very good. The Australian folk song Kookaburra. $5. They got sued by a lot of kookaburras for that.
Is
Back
it
to Joe.
Kookaburra or Kookaburras?
Kookaburra, actually.
Kookaburra.
Under Pressure 2.
Yes, Under Pressure. Famously quote unquote sampled, also known as plagiarized. Caitlin.
I unfortunately do know that the Kid Rock one is Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama or Werewolves of London, yeah. Two birds with one very ugly stone. And Tom.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm going to roll over to Caitlin.
Okay, Caitlin, one more.
I know Bittersweet Symphony is a Rolling Stones song, but I don't know which one it is. I just know the Verve got screwed out of all their money for it. And I can't even throw a name out. Destiny's Child one did have Stevie Nicks. I don't know the name of the song either. So I wouldn't know what song names to throw out. I could just do artists. That's it. That's
No guess?
No guess, because I don't know any
Okay.
song titles.
It's okay. I don't think any of you would have gotten more. Anyone know the others? Number 4?
Or I don't
You're
know.
right, it's Stevie Nicks.
I know Stevie Nicks was in the video. I didn't
Edge of
know the
17.
name. Okay.
Can I kick it was
I didn't know the name.
Lou Reed was
yeah, Lou Reed Walking the Wild
Walking
Side.
the Wild Side. And the
Uma
thing that
Thurman by
sucked
Fall
about
Out Boy.
that was Lou Reed gave them permission, but he didn't own the rights.
Sure, go ahead.
Publisher on the rights, or
Yeah, like
Anyone know number 8?
the album.
Monsters theme song.
Oh,
The
it's
Monsters
Monsters
theme
song.
song. Yeah, very good.
Hilarious.
Number 9. It was the song Good Time. And they didn't really credit it. But yeah. And you were right. It is a Rolling Stones song. Specifically an orchestral cover of The Last Time. Joe, Caitlin, Tom, in the final bank, we have 72-88, and the 2 honest players can split that if they find the cheater. But if not, we're going to lose one more honest player. So, Joe, Caitlin, Tom, talk it out. Cheater's been going at it since round 3. Y'all did pretty well this round.
Well, it's not me, so I'm trying to figure out which one.
well, it's not me. And
It's not you?
Caitlin sounded pretty, sincere about not knowing the other song. So I'm pretty sure it's Joe.
Yeah, it's not me.
It isn't me. If you vote for me, you're going to be wrong. But that's fine.
Joe,
I'm
the
kind
only
of thinking it's Caitlin, but I'm not 100%.
can I tell you why I think it possibly could be you?
Sure.
I think I don't know if it's just extremely lucky that you guessed movies off the top of your head that just happened to be on a list, or if you knew and it was like, oh yay.
I don't think the cheater even gets a list of those movies for that one. Do they?
See me,
Well,
yes,
I
the cheater
think you're-
gets a list of those movies, which is something the cheater would ask.
Oh, I didn't think that was part of it. I thought for a question like that, I didn't think you sent out a whole list to the cheater.
It was an abbreviated list of the most likely to be guessed.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was somewhat wrong. Which was the most likely to be guessed.
The last couple in that round, I did just kind of guess that there might be a movie like that. There were a few earlier that I knew.
Any other accusations? Okay, and we have one final fact about our cheater.
Instead of Groundhog Day, the cheater observes the ancient Roman rites of Lupercalia, which include running around naked, flogging people with strips of raw meat.
Or as Rudy Giuliani calls it, Thursday. All right, Joe, Caitlin, Tom, time to lock in your final vote. See if you can find the cheater. Have we found the cheater and won the money? Joe, Caitlin, Tom, it all comes down to this. 7288 is on the line. Joe, we're going to start with you.
I said Caitlin.
Okay. Caitlin, who'd you say?
Said Joe.
Okay, well, Tom, we know you didn't say yourself, so who'd you say?
It's Joe.
2 for Joe, and he is out of the game. Now it's the ultimate moment of truth. Joe, for 7288, were you the cheater?
Knew that was going to happen, and no, I'm not.
He was not the cheater. I'm sorry, Tom, Caitlin. One of you has fooled the other, and we're down to just 36.44 in the bank.
Told you.
Now it is up to our audience, and which Joe has just joined as well. Caitlin, Tom, you're going to have 15 seconds apiece to convince our audience it's not you, and then they're going to vote. If the cheater gets away, they win all the money. If not, it's going to be a 50-50 split with the audience. It should be 18-22 apiece. Okay, Caitlin, 15 seconds, go.
I'm not the cheater. I'm not sure how to convince that I'm not the cheater. Good job, Tom.
Tom, 15 seconds, go.
I am definitely not the cheater. If I was the cheater, I wouldn't have made such ridiculous guesses early on in the game. I'm just not it. It's got to be Caitlin.
Okay, go ahead and send me the name of the player you think is the cheater, and there are 9 of you if you're all still awake. So go ahead and do that now. Final vote has been cast. Time to see if the cheater is going to steal all that money away from the honest players or if they will find them at this crucial stage. 36.44 in the bank, and there are 10 votes cast. So that means the player who won more over the course of the game gets to knock out the vote of their choice, and that was Tom. Tom, who do you think might have thought it was you?
Jared.
All right, so we'll knock Jared's vote out. But if he is correct and the majority of the audience is correct, he will win some money as well. So we have 9 votes. Before we reveal them, let's find out who the cheater was. Caitlin, Tom, who was it?
Yeah, it was me.
Okay. Let's see if Caitlin has gotten away with it, and we'll steal 36.44 away from the honest players. CK, we'll start with you.
I thought it was Tom. She totally fooled me.
1 for Tom. Lydia.
I said Tom.
2 for Tom. Ian.
Because it was time, I voted for Tom.
There's 3 for Tom. Not looking good. Liz.
I said Caitlin.
You did. 1 for Caitlin. Amy.
Tom.
Tom. Okay.
Oh
Tom
my
gets
God.
1 more. Caitlin wins the whole bank. Joe.
I said Caitlin. Told you all.
Yes, Joe got it right. Very good. He knew who had pulled the other. 2 for Caitlin. 4 for Tom. Nate.
Tom,
I
I
said-
need you to I need you to know I'm rooting for you.
Well, unfortunately, I said Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is 5 for Tom, which means Caitlin is our winner tonight. She has fooled everyone and wins 36.44. Which is, I believe, her 3rd win in 5 or 6 weeks. Very impressive.
Wow.
Tom,
We'll go with
Good
the other
job,
2 votes.
Caitlin.
Tom, I need you to
Yes.
know something though too. You know how you're like, she seemed genuine that she didn't know those names of the songs. That's
Yeah.
true. I didn't know the names of the songs. I really didn't. So that was true. But I
Let's
was.
see who everyone else said.
I'm
Brian
sorry.
said Tom.
Don't believe her,
Amanda
Tom.
said-
She's a liar.
I
Amanda said
apologize.
Tom. And
Wow.
Tom, you actually knocked out a vote who was against you because Jared said Caitlin.
I want you to remember that, Tom, going
It
forward. I was
didn't
on your
matter,
side
though.
this week.
It didn't matter.
I apologize to Tom, to Joe, to Nate, and to Bryan. Actually, I
Apologize or
think
not, you
Bryan was
won
before I was playing, but
36-44. Very nicely done, Caitlin and Tom.
Good
Thank you for
job.
joining us on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Thank you, Susan, for helping out, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
So my dad worked at like a cannery factory when he lived in Alaska in like his 20s or something. And he knew a guy named Jim Zan, who was like the strongest dude that he knew. The example my dad gives, oh my God, the example he gave is that the guy picked up like a keg, like a full, you know, like a beer keg, but full of lantern oil, and just picked it up and put it on like their trucks when like the lifts stopped working. So I don't know how heavy lantern oil is, but I would imagine a keg of it is really fucking heavy. So this guy was super strong. So my dad was reading Moby Dick, and there's apparently like a scene in the book where a guy is like, I don't know, showing off to Captain Morgan or whoever the fuck.
Captain
And
Morgan.
he to show off. To show
Press the
off.
literature question, Colin.
Colin's crying.
To show off how strong he is, to intimidate the captain or whatever, he grabs a potato and like squishes a raw potato in his hand. And my dad was like, that's ridiculous. Like, you can't actually do that. But the person he knew who could do that kind of thing was Jim Zan. So he went to work the next day with a raw potato, and he was like, hey, Jim, can you like squish this? And he's like, I don't know. And he just squishes it right in front of my dad. So that's the story. Hallelujah. I sang at a church, which, yeah.
You sang at a church?
I did. At 2 different masses.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not a good idea.
Took one by the goalie there.
You know, Ian, you could probably sing Hallelujah and slip in a Bamalam.
You probably could. So I was actually
for Bamalam.
David played in the Bambaland. Bambalam was the Rebels kid on the British version of the Flintstones.
I was actually going to share another embarrassing story about that song.
Yes.
In the downtime here. So for Thanksgiving this year, my parents came up, and after, it was either on Thanksgiving or the day after, but either way, after we finished dinner, my brother-in-law all of a sudden is like, so, what do you guys want to do? Karaoke? Yeah, let's do some karaoke. And we all sat down. Not like we've ever done that before as a family, even like me and my sister, like none of us have ever done karaoke together. And he just suddenly started like throwing up karaoke videos from YouTube onto the TV. And we did the first one, which I think was Somewhere Up There from Little Mermaid. And then after that, my mom was like, oh my God, Ian, do Hallelujah. And I was like, that is not the rules of karaoke. You don't get to volunteer another person to sing it, let alone to sing Hallelujah, the least karaoke-y karaoke song that has ever existed. This is not how this works.
Baby, we're screaming.
I am.
You sang Hallelujah.
So anyway, here's Hallelujah.
You sang that in 2 churches?
Dude.
Wait until they find out that song actually is about Bambalam.
We did take out the
Sex
like
verses?
overtly sexual verse.
The one that literally
Higher
describes
strong?
what an orgasm is.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. We took out that one, to be fair.
You never went to church.
I did not. No.
That's what the opening line is. I mean,
I don't remember what we cut out. We cut out a good amount of stuff.
yeah, you just gotta cut out the whole song.
Yeah. we also decided that the day of the like performance, basically, like I rehearsed it at home, but we only like had a rehearsal with me and the pianist once, and it was right before we were gonna like do it.
Do what?
The song.
Bambalam. Right there in the church.
It was
You didn't show that to me, did
Oh,
you?
was it before we met? I had no idea.
Bam
You've been
So-
to church so infrequently that you don't know who Moses is.
No idea.
And then
He had a stick.
a staff.
Oh,
Yes.
got it.
And
But you've been enough to
Uh-huh.
sing Hallelujah twice,
Twice.
and that's the only church experience you've ever had.
I've sung in a lot
Moses-
of churches
yeah.
actually.
Moses
Oh,
is the
sure.
one who was in the Ten Commandments, Ian.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
Charles
He's
Like
in-
Gandalf.
Like
The how many what?
those.
He was in the Ten Commandments.
Why was he commanding so much?
I thought that was Captain Morgan.
He looks like Gandalf.
Oh, Gandalf. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Stick, white beard. Yeah, that's Moses.
Yeah, that guy.
When
He helped out Frodo.
Well, yes. So when
The
at
Jews,
first
but
Mo-
sure.
I would believe that the Roman holiday season just made up that. I don't think so. That would have been a good movie.
No, that's a real Roman
Yeah.
ancient Roman holiday.
Gregory
It's not
Peck
Roman
and Audrey
holiday. It's
Hepburn
not
just-
like yeah.
That's
it's not
together
that
with
one.
raw meat.
They have a hard time with it in Rhode Island.
They have to go over to neighboring Massachusetts.
Hell there.
Damn Lupercalia tourists.
People swinging their meat around and swinging their meat around.
Don't worry, we're getting a Train to Busan remake.
Oh.
Right, in English, because that's the only way some people will watch it. Says the guy who's never seen Train to Busan. But anyway,
Oh, it's very good. Watch it.
I need to see it.
You'll rue the day.
You'll make a thick sauce on the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
I rue every day.
I think I have a tweet about that.
I have a tweet about making a roux in the song Hallelujah, actually.
Hallelujah.
There was a tweet someone sent once. It was probably my favorite Twitter thing ever. They said, if you get to like the 17th verse of Hallelujah, it's just a recipe for eggplant parm. And so the comments are my favorite thing. I'll send the original tweet in the
Come for trivia, stay for recipes.
yes.
I heard there was a secret sauce.
Yes. Bam. Even the person who tweeted it said, okay, for once in your life, read the comment.
I'm impressed you fit aubergine. Aubergine.
Yeah, I was proud of that, yeah. More songs should include the word aubergine.
Whoa, Black Betty. Aubergine.
What we did to that word. Aubergine. Eggplant.
Was my favorite character in the VeggieTales X-Men mashup, Aubergine Gray.
God damn it. I figured it out like right as you were saying it.
That pause is just necessary for you to fall into the trap.
VeggieTales match game hosted by Aubergine Rayburn.
I've always had a theory that there ought to be a law or a rule that anyone that covers Sweet Home Alabama also has to cover either Southern Man or Alabama by Neil Young.
That'd be good. I support that.
I thought you were going to say they have to die in a plane crash, but
I mean,